Alrighty, guys, good evening. Happy fucking Tuesdays. Hope you guys are wonderful. Excuse me, Wednesdays. Hope you guys are a wonderful evening so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more of Helldivers 2. Good. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, fun. Last night, guys, we had some delectable games. Covered the new developer commentary, the shenanigans, and drama, and the community, obviously. Helldivers 2 does not cease to disappoint on a day-to-day basis. There aren't many games that are like that, guys. Where you're just treated to an overly dramatic, hysterical community, just always demanding way too much from the developers, and the developers just being completely... It's like watching a codependent relationship. The developers just being completely oblivious to some things more than other things, and not obviously that they shouldn't just do everything the community wants, but rather they just kind of miss the mark on the stuff that they should actually be doing. it's like having a old couple, an old married couple bickering at each other. And it's just like on a day-to-day basis. And you're just like, hey bud, oh apparently I can't actually enjoy playing the game anymore. Oh, didn't you know, guys? People aren't actually enjoying playing the game. What they're actually doing is playing bugs right now because they want to watch Super Earth get taken to stick it to Arrowhead. So if you didn't know, people aren't fighting the bots right now because they don't actually want to play the game. They actually just want to play against bugs right now. They don't want to play the game, guys. They want to object to what Arrowhead is currently doing by not playing the game. So all these people over here in Bugland, all these guys over here just like fucking around with the bugs, they actually aren't enjoying the game. This is actually a protest. These guys are protesting over here. Putting aside the numbers in this game, which have drastically went up ever since the patch released, basically doubled the size of the community. Putting that aside, these guys playing bugs, guys, they aren't enjoying themselves. They absolutely do not like this game at all. These guys over here in Bugland, including myself, definitely are not playing this game because they're actually enjoying how difficult the bugs have become, how challenging it is, and how much of a difference and kind of breath of fresh air it is. No, they are, and putting aside the fact that bots aren't nearly as much fun to fight against as bugs, no, the reason that they aren't over here is because they don't like Arrowhead. That's why. They wouldn't have quit if they didn't actually enjoy the game. If they didn't enjoy it, no, they just don't actually like Arrowhead. That's what's going on here. They obviously don't like it, and this is an objection to what Arrowhead's doing with the game. Yes, we're going to play the game that we hate. Yeah, let's do that right now. Let's play the game that we hate to show it to the developers that we don't actually want to play the game. Jesus Christ, dude, the fucking mental gymnastics, like some people are just like jumping through is insane. Oh, God. Just like social media, guys. Also, a treat. The social media for this game is an absolute treat. There's a bunch of people trying to peddle like the kind of hatred for Arrowhead, the bile, just like every which way from Sunday. And like if people didn't enjoy the game, they wouldn't be playing it. This isn't like protesting your parents telling you to do something to pick up your laundry. It's like you can totally tell where the kid logic comes from, and there's a lot of people that seem to think that they're kids. Like everyone's just, no, I'm just not going to do what mom and dad want. I'm going to do this other thing that mom and dad don't want me to do. No, if they actually don't enjoy playing the game, guys, they're going to quit, which is what they've already done in the past, right? They've already done it in the past where they've quit the game. It's true. Yeah. And prior to the patch, they quit the game. Surprise! It has absolutely nothing to do with sticking it to Arrowhead. People have just started figuring out that they can just do whatever they want, and they actually are playing a game, and it's not a job, and they can have fun playing said job game, right? So it turns out they don't actually need to do the major order. And regardless of, the severity or the dire need, which, by the way, Joel can literally just control whether or not we win or lose this order. It doesn't even fucking matter if people participate in it. It really just depends on what Arrowhead wants to do, as has always been the case with major orders. But people are actually just enjoying playing against the bugs. Absolutely. By the way, Urson Sands yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. I don't know why. All the other planets we played on were just fucking shit in terms of difficulty, but Urson, the sandy vagina, was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Love the sandy vagina. We'll probably try some other planets here tonight, but obviously we're going to go into the podcast here first, guys. I think we need to address the not major order, the war bond weapons, which I never actually did as well tonight, because they could tweak those a little bit and actually make them workable compared to what they are currently. So, yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, BetterDivers guide. Weird, very weird, huh? Interesting. Huh. Fun messages. Let me get my coffee, you guys, and let's get into the podcast here, looking at all the great treats. Maybe we'll take a look at some TechTube tonight. We're back. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on here. By the way, some people are saying the autocannon's now meta. It was always meta against bots, by the way. It's not meta against bugs. The moment you figure that out is when you have more than one charger coming after you, or charger lined with multiple units. So a bunch of backup units, so you can't actually get an easy shot on it. So a bunch of chaff. Charger with a Bile Titan. Bile Titans in general, even though you can deal with one, the moment you start dealing with multiple large units, it becomes glaringly obvious why the autocannon doesn't work. But people need to figure that out on their own, apparently. So, I've seen a lot of people using autocannon and peddling it as meta when it's not. Devs, you want to explain this one? Oh my god, what are they complaining about today? Uh-huh. Chris. What the fuck is that? Probably cheaters doing cheater things again. Adam Smasher. I'd wager more on some sort of cheats than this actually being the developers are doing. Some sort of bug. Doesn't really even make sense. Weird. Possible, if this is actually a legit bug, guys, and this isn't actually cheating. If this was actually a legit bug in this game, it's more of a testament to actually they should be probably considering changing engines. Shenanigans. Don't know how to spell shenanigans. swap, possibly. Stuff I use never gets nerfed. You use off meta? Yeah. I always disable in every game that gives me an option. I think I have it off in my games too. But once again, if they have built-in beta tests, you could actually just make it so people have to have it on in order to participate, and then people would turn it on. So if you make a reward for turning it on, then people turn it on. Only one I've ever had enabled on because I believed in Arrowhead, and now it's disabled. Oh no! Oh no! Their heart's broken! Oh, you stuck it to him good! Oh no, guys! Oh boy! Oh, they don't get his data anymore. He got him good. Jesus. Curious how normal Breaker is nowadays. I can guarantee at least one user is using it as using it last night. But that's Breaker's not a rare weapon. It wasn't nerfed into the ground, it just lost favor. After a couple nerfs and people realizing they could use other guns, mainly Incident Breaker. Good. Responded to this on Twitter. Copy paste my answer on Twitter. A lot of stuff is copied back and forth between Twitter and Reddit, vice versa. Huh? don't even know if it's always players. It's usually, like, I'd say a location. Pathfinding bugs. We pointed this. This has been in the game a long time, even longer than 4 months, maybe 5 months. This has been in the game for really 5 months. Been out a long time, guys. Thread about Kek to be more deadly than barbed wire 18 months, so decided to check it out. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Graphic for sample drop size. Oh, it actually shows it in the vials? There's no way. Good evening, Lid. I didn't know that was a thing. Either way, I'm going to pick them up regardless. I didn't even know that was a thing, guys. Wow. That's actually pretty cool. I think underground layers and hive infiltration is a good idea. It's already in the BetterDivers guide for, we talked about termite mounds. Sure. Inside stuff generally doesn't work in this game, though, because the AI is not made for it. They'd have to make very specific AI for inside fights and units for that. 120 barrage is pretty good right now. No, it still pales in comparison to clusters. Play this game for fun. All the bug players. Yeah, people getting caught up in the drama. Unlocking. How am I doing? Pretty good. How are you doing? Are you doing good? $9.5 Someone is trying to one-up the BetterDivers guide. Also, probably not 9 hours. Legit. Dude, it's literally 8 pages. This is... Someone tried to make a BetterDivers guide, and it's absolute shit show. You gotta be kidding me. Someone tried to do a BetterDivers guide, guys. Nine hours, huh? Where the fuck are they coming up with the stats in the first place for these? Like, where do they even come? Some of this stuff's just completely random. The stalwart should actually stun? What the fuck is this? EAT remove fall off. That's not gonna fix EAT. Damage fall? Yeah, it's because you don't hit them direct. That's the problem with them, not how many you get. What? Commando's not good. $9.5 hours? Nothing wrong with the Quasar. Quasar is basically the best EAT, recoilless railgun, or, Commando. Guard Dog, reduce total megs by 2, give back from ammo pickup, make it liberate or concuss your bug washer a bigger mag size. What? So nerf it again. The Guard Dog I'm actually contemplating is actually worse than the Laze Dog. And that's particularly because you run out of ammo. I don't think a lot of people don't realize uptime on stuff. Add more one-handed weapons. Okay, that's definitely going to make people take the ballistic shield. Holy shit. The first hit lands on the marker. That's definitely not going to fix 123 as compared to Eagles. Railgun, Stager, add charge meter to third person. It already has a charge meter on third person. It's on the side of the gun. See it on the side of the gun. That's not the problem with the railgun anyways. The problem with the railgun is it doesn't have a linear charge, so you can't muscle memory it, because the charge meter is not linear. Like 1 second to 70%, which is safe, and then the last 30% is like 2 seconds. Yeah. Well, fuck. Frag grenade, return the shrapnel. Frag grenades aren't bad. You can if there's a bunch of fodder units, the frag grenades are better. If there's medium-sized units, the high explosives are better. Double radius and staggered, the high explosives are fine. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't even have rationale or reasoning behind it, and doesn't even make sense why it's even been suggested. Good for him. I have no idea who that is, by the way. Well, they tried their hand at a BetterDivers guide. 9.5 hours to make an absolute shit show. Maybe I should be keeping track of my hours on the BetterDivers guide, guys. Have we kept track of my hours? I mean, we do like anywhere from an hour on the BetterDivers guide, depending on what idea it is, up to an hour per idea, and we are up to 75 ideas. So what, 75 hours on the BetterDivers guide? Do you guys wonder why my title has a ratio in it? It is the XP per hour, because people use their Steam stats, which is literally just leaving the game open, as underline for how good they are at the game. You can legit just leave the game open and it accrues time for you. Instead, I use the in-game number, which you can't game your in-mission, like in-mission time, and then your XP, which would actually be you actually doing stuff in the missions, right? Yeah. Surprise. And it turns out it's quite a bit different depending on which streamer you're talking about. Weird how that works, right? If only these people figured that one out. There's a substantial amount of time. We haven't really been doing the BetterDivers guide recently, but all July was just constantly adding stuff to the BetterDivers guide. Yeah. Like, it isn't even, like, the exact numbers, just, like, some of the stuff on here where he's actually asking, like, stuff to be buffed and nerfed is just... Yeah. Three days of work for a full-time employee. That would be 24 hours. 8-hour work days? 3 days worth of work for a full employee is 24 hours. What? Well, apparently he has a much larger viewership than I do. Good for him. Basically just random buffs for everything in the game is essentially what this comes down to. Like, some of the stuff that actually needs to be buffed, he says is fine, and some of the stuff that doesn't need to be buffed. Yeah. Isn't this against the TOS? I got my BetterDivers guide taken down multiple times because for advertising. Here, let's do a case of Gotcha Back. So, what? You just make a secondary account and then you post it on a secondary account instead? An upgrade system could be literally the perfect solution for firearms underperforming. Nobody uses that weapon. Give it like you just have to buff them and nerf them. That's part of balancing in the game. If you just want something to be overpowered, then it's going to lead to stat creep. That's what we don't want. Or just they want their stat-based progression game, and that's not what this game is. It's one of the reasons I play it so much. I'm not interested in playing Destiny. I don't want to play Destiny. By the way, this is 100% fucking gamed, guys. This is 5,000% gamed. There is no fucking way. There's no fucking way this shit show is worth 7,000 upvotes. I've watched a decent chunk of streamers, guys, and yeah, they actually come up with good ideas. Most of the stuff is not, and it's just complete random stuff. Like, I don't... Yeah, just give the stalwart just knockback and concussion. There you go. They'll fix all of its problems. P4 Senator was like 30% of all automaton sessions at some point. Very much metagun meme. Okay. Team reload should be possible regardless who's wearing the backpack. This has been around for a while. I didn't come up with it, and I agree with it. Their team is literally dying on the hill for something that's actually a pretty cool feature. False advertising. Yeah, someone wants to start a fucking class action lawsuit because they care so much about this game. Enjoy this game as is? Yes. You need OD? And? Found out yesterday, Arrowhead doesn't own the Helldivers IP. It's actually Sony that owns IP to the game. Oh, they sold it to Sony? I mean, so when game companies are in a development phase, it's entirely possible that they have to do stuff like that in order to get funding. So my guess is at some point before they became really successful, they had to make agreements with Sony for the Helldivers IP, and they probably sold rights to the Helldivers IP to Sony, or just gave them rights to the IP for funding in the earlier stages of their company. I don't know if that's true or not, but more than likely the case. And I guess, you know, concessions were made. I don't know anything about that though, so that's my guess. Arrowhead was not a very big company prior to this game taking off. Tentacles have too much health. They shouldn't tank recoil shot and still be up. I agree. We were talking about that last night. Tentacles aren't even an option. I believe you shouldn't kill the Aardvark when you destroy all the tentacles. They should regenerate, but you should be able to DPS down the tentacles. I'd agree with that. $550 hours and finally done, not because of nerfs, but because of enemy design. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, they definitely had some sort of relationship with Sony prior to it happening, so it was pretty clear that there's something going on there. I didn't know that they didn't own the IP. Sure. Also, probably why they... I mean, Sony actually... It's actually a miracle that it showed up on PC, by the way. Sony is very protective of their IP. But Sony, I believe, said after the launch and success of Arrowhead that they're reconsidering cross-platform releases. So maybe it'll eventually show up there. If I was Arrowhead, I'd probably most definitely want it on Xbox, right? But Sony's probably preventing them. Which, once again, there has to be a reason that they basically are using the Helldivers IP and they don't own the Helldivers IP instead of making their own IP at that point, right? Which probably means they sold it or give rights over to Sony for funding. Reason I don't trust your history says you'll invalidate your 60 hours of days of work shortly after patch go live. Okay, bye. Stalwart removes Impaler's face in seconds. Stalwart doesn't have any armor pen? We tried this during Meridia. It's one of the reasons I don't use a Stalwart. It's not the Stalwart, it's normal LMG. Stalwart has the Meg on the top. Stalwart. Maybe it is Stalwart. The icon makes it look like it has Meg. I thought it was like it looks like the Tommy gun. Oh, it's the same gun. I think I'm just looking at the icon. Something's going on there. Already took damage. Look at the stats, they're accurate. Get these stats from. Divers IL. I'd explain where the guy got his stats from for his article-ish. Interpretation's still being wrong, though. I didn't know this existed. They give frag grenade shrapnel back, but it's here it says that they have shrapnel. Yeah. There's definitely issues putting aside raw damage numbers, which it looks like these guys are pulling up here. There's issues with hit registration, especially for the machine guns on the highest settings, so that could definitely be weighing into this. If only game code was math. If only net code was math. I mean, it is math, but it's not the way packets go in real life. The packets try to sniffer their way around the net, and they don't always get where they need to go, or they end up arriving late, or latency creates problems in the game code hit registration, or particularly movement interpolation, and netcode in general tries to cover up all the inconsistencies in basically connections between computers, because nothing's in real time. It's pseudo real time, but it's not actually real time. And when stuff doesn't arrive, or there's conflicts in what's happening, the server, or whoever owns the object, so the authority, will take over basically whether or not it registers or not. There's a lot of things that play into it. It's not just simply as pulling a trigger and looking at something. Frustration is the essence of Helldivers. It's not going to get better, folks. Oh my god, did Piltz finally release a statement? Where's the rest? Where's this quoted from? Alert is misleading. This is a quote from an article published in May. It's not related to the current issues in the game's going through, implying that it's not going to get better because the quote's taken out of context and is disingenuous. Yep. And community note. Upvote. But I can't. Cool. I just started and I have no clue why the community is so pissed. Gathering stats in game much more important than some sort of open forum, guys. People actually need to play the game to give feedback on it. I don't think that's a big baseline to request, is that people actually, play the game that they're trying to get changed, right? Especially if they play a decent chunk of time per week, maybe 10 hours per week, which isn't... Maybe not even 10 hours, maybe 7 hours a week. Okay. What time is it? Do we have enough time? I mean, last night's games, guys, were pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie. We had some really, really good games. Specifically on Sandy Vagina. Sandy Vagina was fantastic. Very angry, as one could imagine. Very, very angry vagina. As sand tends to do that. It was making pearls. Other planets were relatively lax. Very easy mode. So, we'll see if we can find it again tonight. No promises on that, guys. Let's see. I still have coffee left. That's a puzzle. Huh? Yes. Okay. Any categories, guys? You guys have webcam till I take out my contacts, which is going to happen after I finish my coffee. Okay. Let's see.
Helldivers across the galaxy are
Let's go to somewhere else other than Sandy Vagina, and we'll go back to Sandy Vagina later. Perks.
The bugs are a plague. You are the vaccine.
Uh-huh.
Initiating.
Alright, so, last night, guys, when we were playing against bugs, things were very, very easy. Until we went to Sandy Vagina. So, well, not very easy. They were, like, diff 7 easy, which was boring. We'll see if it's relatively true tonight. Sandy Vagina was insane. Blitz? We'll do Blitz. That takes... So autocannon's trending against bugs now. Or taking against bugs, even though it doesn't work well against bugs. So apparently a lot of people like the piss helmet because it's a golden shower meme, is my guess what's going on here.
Launch initiated.
A squad, because there's 380 memers in here. All you have to do is throw a 380 down, man. It'll clean the entire script. It'll clean the entire nest, man. All you gotta do is throw a 380 and it'll fix everything. It doesn't. Alright.
Go now and shoot you fall. Remember this.
I appreciate the moxie, but...
Reinforcing.
That's what you guys want to do.
Calling in reinforcements.
What's the English name for that lid? Hey, bud.
Tunnel breach.
Requesting air support.
Fucker's in the way. Stop it!
Dropping package.
Bro.
Calling in reinforcements.
Was a fucking red dot there and I just didn't see it? It was like on, it's above my sight line. It was on top of it, wasn't it?
Request approved. Deploy reinforcements.
Orbital inbound.
Rare sample acquired.
Requesting orbital.
And of course, I'm gonna go straight to the 380. We're in the middle of it.
Reinforcing.
Request approved.
arm. Let's see. Let's go east. Good show.
Calling down a support weapon.
Yeah, well, I mean, I might have watched. There's a lot of anime I've watched that just is like I don't even remember it anymore because it's just really bad. Like not really bad. It just wasn't good. So. I'd have to like probably see a screenshot of it to actually figure out what exactly is going on with it.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting orbital strike.
Found something. Rare sample acquired.
But
Package acquired.
hit the guy too. Yeah, he really didn't like his friend.
West, 300 meters.
Definitely really didn't like his friend. Come from further across the map, probably right there.
Requesting air support.
Oh,
Administering freedom. Reinforcing.
Rare sample acquired.
Terminate hive structure destroyed.
just die right away?
Reinforcing.
Reloading.
Approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Sending in an eagle.
Found something. Sweet liberty.
Our tunnel breach.
Relearning the breaker, guys.
Bug outpost spotted. Requesting air support.
Administering freedom.
Oh, apparently I typed that wrong. Oh, still do work.
Sending in an eagle.
Dropping package. Coming in hot.
For prosperity.
The poo-poo charger in here somewhere. There he is.
Enemy down, baby.
Requesting air support.
Ah, it's a shrimpies in here.
Have a taste of democracy.
Dicing shrimp? Mm-hmm.
Right
Oh,
on
hey, bud.
target.
Sending in an eagle.
Democracy's on its
Has
way.
been well delivered. May your extraction be swift.
Let's see.
Bug outpost destroyed.
There is the butt plug. Got it.
Sample collected.
Where do you? Wasn't there ammo? There it is.
Bug outpost destroyed.
And air dog back in action. Poo-poo charger over there.
Orbital inbound.
You already got the butt plug? Where the fuck are the samples? Not on the... Someone cheating? There may most definitely be someone here that's shooting. So sometimes you see glitches like that when someone basically remotely gathers up samples from across the map. If that's the normal butt plug, by the way. If that's the case, it definitely shows up.
Reloading.
But you'll probably see if someone drops it and then picks it back up, and the indicator will actually update.
We can't stay this low much longer, Helldiver.
Oh, we might be dead. Not dead yet.
Calling in orbital strike.
Another one.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
Requesting orbital.
Throwing grenade.
Bug tunnel breach.
Use you.
Reloading.
There we go. No, no, no.
Eat this.
Sending in an eagle.
Ah, you little one. Another one.
Bug hole, southwest, 200 meters.
Requesting air support.
Administering freedom. Found something. Requesting orbital.
Reloading.
Oh,
Sending in an eagle.
take them out.
Can't liberate with this broken arm.
In extraction.
Have a taste of democracy.
No, I think I missed both of them actually.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Oh. Teammates are getting antsy.
Rare sample acquired.
Gone?
Bug outpost destroyed.
Right. Go across the map, guys.
Orbital inbound.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Akira's only $8.16. Oh, you're looking at ratings. NIDB is much, much better than My Anime List. My Anime List is like what the kids watch. Look at NIDB predates
Bug tunnel breach.
Justice, this liberty-forsaken arm.
My Anime List by like a decade, which is weird. It never caught on. I mean,
Calling in reinforcements.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
the
Found something.
gotta be fucking shitting me. Bad idea, guys. Apparently, it didn't finish reloaded, and we're done with that. It's gonna get me killed.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Or it's already dead?
Calling in reinforcements.
Pretty sure I just shot through it.
Request approved. Deploy.
Where do you suppose the supplies are, guys?
Reporting to the front. Orbital inbound. Mag's empty.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
My life for Super Earth.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Mag's empty. acquired.
Requesting air support.
Dead? It's not dead. It's not on the map. If it's dead, it shows up on the map.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Delivering payload.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Old girls? He dead. I saw its pooper pop.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Yeah.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. This is Pelican 1. Preparing for touchdown.
Let's see. Grab you.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Alright. Off we go, guys.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Good luck with gamings. Oh my god. Thank you. I appreciate it. Pretty
You
good.
have maintained our way of life.
GG, guys. I used it. I mean, you can use whatever you want. I was just being a elitist. Okay. Sure.
You secured a lot of samples. Well done.
25 samples. Oh, I took the other guy's samples that's in there. Coffee's done, guys.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
It's all you get. It's all you get at Cam Gameplay. All you get, guys. Okay. I need to take a piss, guys. I will be right back in one moment. 1 second, guys.